Hello everyone, welcome back. I am super excited to be filming again. It's been almost a month since I filmed my last video. I know that you just maybe saw my last video that I just uploaded. It's my TJ Maxx haul. I did just upload that, but I filmed that video September 8th, which I did mention in that video. So it's now October 5th that I'm filming today, and yeah, so it's almost been a month. And it's been such a crazy roller coaster of a month, but I'm just ready for October and just a new month, fresh starts, and it's just been so crazy. I'm really excited for today because we are going to be getting ready together because I am going to the hair salon today. Mama deserves it, and I'm going to be getting a new hairstyle. So I will be getting a trim and some layers and maybe some curtain bangs. I'm not sure, okay? I'm very excited. I feel like I'm excited for the glow up, but I'm also excited for just getting my hair washed. There's nothing like going to the salon and getting your hair washed and massaged and just relax a little bit. So I'm really excited, but I do want to do my makeup because I feel like when you do your makeup and get your hair done, it's just like it brings everything together. You can see the full effect, you know? Versus like getting your hair done and then like for me, like if I don't have my makeup done, I'm just like, but what would it look like with makeup? You know what I mean? So although some I feel like hairstylists don't get it because like you show up with a full beat face and they're like, oh, she wants to know what it's gonna look like at the end, right? And then there's others that will like wash your hair and like literally spray your face with the freaking sprayer, and then like your makeup is just melted off by the time you finish and you're like, well, hair looks cute, but I need to go home and redo my makeup. So we'll see. But I do want to do like a very fall, bronzy, just, you know, glam, kind of like latte makeup, but like just like fall vibes, you know? So let's get to it. So I wanted to use some products that I haven't really used in a while. So kind of like just shopped my stash a little bit. I have not reached for this primer in a bit. It's from Touch and Soul, and it is their Icy Sherbet Primer. It's been a minute since I grabbed this. It's probably expired, but it still looks brand new and still feels good. So I have been breaking out pretty bad, and I feel like it's a mixture of like diet, hormones, and oh, that's so cooling. But yeah, just like diet, hormones, stress. So starting today actually, I'm trying to get back on track with just eating healthy. I'm not putting myself on like a crazy specific diet. I am just kind of counting my calories because obviously in order to lose weight, you need to be on a calorie deficiency, right? You need to reduce your calories and to lose weight, of course, right? Like you need to consume less and burn more. So I'm not gonna like starve myself, but of course I'm gonna cut back on calories. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the app that I'm using has me on a little over 1,400 calories. It's not like my Fitness Pal where it puts you like on 1,200 calories. So, and I did lose a little bit of weight when I used this app before. So I'm very excited to use it again and just choose healthier options, eat like, you know, watch my portions, work out a little bit, and just try my best to reduce my stress. I was just recently at the doctor's and my blood pressure is still not where they would want it to be. So I think it is a mixture of bad diet, being overweight, like let's just say it is what it is, I am overweight, and stress for sure, and genes too, because high blood pressure does run in my family. But I don't know if it's because of genes or because they also had bad health habits and not in the bed, you know what I mean? So who knows, but yeah, so I'm gonna try to reverse it and just kind of get back to healthy levels again. And obviously losing weight, you know, I'm excited to lose weight and look better, but I'm not really focused on that right now. I'm focused on my health and how I feel, my energy, and like my blood pressure. Like that's my focus, and I know that I will lose weight by fixing those things too, but that's not my focus point because sometimes if like the scale's not moving or my stomach's not as flat as I want it to be at a certain point, then I'm like, what's the point? Let's just give up, who cares, you know what I mean? But I'm not really doing it for what's on the outside. I'm kind of working on what's in the inside. So yeah, I do have another follow-up doctor's appointment. So I don't know if they're going to put me on a small dose of, you know, blood pressure medicine. But my appointment isn't until February. So I do have a couple of months to kind of get me together, and maybe I won't need to be put on anything. So we'll see. This is going to be a bit of a chit-chatty video because I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in so long. Next, I'm going to go in with this foundation. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, shade 300 Cool. And we're going to blend this in, cover up some of these acne marks. I'm so excited. If you hear relaxing music, the music you hear in the background is for my dogs because my dogs need it today. They are just hearing every little thing going on outside and barking like crazy. Well, it's the one. She roused up the other two, but it's the one dog. There you go. Hopefully that music calms her down. I was gonna film this like on TikTok, get ready with me to get my hair done, but I was like, you know what? No, I deserve to film for my YouTube fam, so that's what we're gonna do. I am cutting back again with buying like new makeup, at least I'm gonna try. So, because I really do need to like save and prioritize and stuff. So I won't be doing too many like new makeup videos, but let me know what other videos you guys want to see, like shop my stash, declutters, because I always need to declutter. Like I have so much makeup. You know, like just fall makeup looks, smoky eye, like I don't know. Just let me know down below what you want to see that doesn't have to do with like new makeup and like first impressions, because as much as I love doing those videos, I feel like there's more to it than that, you know? And I know not everyone can buy all the new products, and technically neither can I. I just make it work. But all right, I'm gonna cream bronze, so I'm gonna use the contour stick from Wet n Wild. It is in the shade 805 Call Me Maple, and I'm just gonna put this here. I like this shade because it is a bit darker, but it also is a bit cooler. The other shade, lighter than this, is a bit orange. I haven't used my filming brushes in so long, and I need to get like a acrylic container that has like a lid to protect it from dust, because I feel like I tuck them away in like a closet, but they still get a bit dusty, and then that dust gets on your like face, and then you have that tickly feeling. So that's why I'm trying to like, oh, did I wait too long to blend this? But yeah, September was so crazy. September, I think a little after I filmed, like a couple days after I filmed the TJ Maxx video, I'm pretty sure it was a couple days after that, or like the following week, I ended up in the hospital with my daughter. She ended up getting a virus that she wasn't showing really any symptoms for, because she wasn't really coughing all like that. She did not have a fever. She was playing. She wasn't acting sick or lethargic or anything. Like she was, when I tell you this child was acting like nothing was wrong, she was acting like nothing was wrong. And so I took her to daycare. It was a normal day, and daycare called me and said that she was fine all day at daycare, and then they went down for a nap, and then when she woke up, she was crying, saying her belly hurt. And then she was saying she was cold and she was shivering, so they gave her jacket and then gave her some blankets, and then they noticed that her lips were turning blue, and that's when they called me and said that they recommend I come pick her up. Like, policy-wise, they said they could not send her home because she did not have a fever and she wasn't vomiting or had diarrhea, but they highly recommended I come get her. And I'm like, her lips are blue. Like, in my head, I'm like, why aren't you calling the ambulance? But then I later found out that they thought her lips were turning blue because she was getting nauseous and about to throw up, but because later on when I picked her up, she did throw up, but her primary care doctor did say that she turned blue, her lips turned blue, because when she was just starting to get a fever, and when that happens, I don't think it happens in adults. I never saw my lips turn blue, but I think for toddlers, the heat their heat source goes down to like their digestive system, I guess. And basically what I got from it is that their fingertips, their lips and stuff can turn blue, and that's where the blue color came from. It wasn't because of low oxygen, even though when I got her to the hospital, her oxygen was definitely lower. I think it was like 85, which is not where they want you to be. So she ended up having some virus. They don't know what virus she had because everything came back negative. So they were trying to figure out if it was bacterial or not, because that would determine if she needed antibiotics. She thankfully was not put in the ICU, so they had time to like figure out what was going on. She did have pneumonia though, so they right away started her on an IV and eventually did give her an antibiotic through her IV. So we were in the hospital for a couple of days, and that was scary because that was like, of course I took her to the doctor before for, you know, like being sick and getting a checkup or ear infection, you know, things like that, but she's never been like admitted into the hospital, and she's about to be 4 this month. And so that was very scary. That was the first time I've ever had to deal with that, and it was just very, very scary. And so you don't understand how many times I will thank God and I don't care like what in the universe helped us, but I'm just so grateful, and I'm so thankful that I got to. And I can get emotional talking about this, but I'm gonna try not to. But I just, you know, and I don't think anyone will find me over dramatic, and I'm sorry if you do find me being over dramatic, but you know, it just kind of like hit, like anything could happen at any moment, you know. Like I came home, it was a Thursday that we went into the hospital. I came home on Saturday while my husband was at the hospital with her, and to take a shower and, you know, change and freshen up and stuff and take the dogs for a walk. And you know, at that point she was okay, she was good. We were soon close to being released to come home, and so I was comfortable leaving her. And I just came home, and, you know, my husband been home since then. You know, he was taking care of the dogs too and stuff, but he was just kind of doing like the main things and then right away going back to the hospital. And so when I came home, you know, some things were still left right where we left them. Like, you know, she was drinking juice that morning, and her juice cup was still sitting on the table, and I don't know, it just made me like sad, and I cried because I was like, wow, that morning we had no idea that we were going to end up in the hospital and have to stay there for a little bit. And I was just so lucky and blessed that I got to come home with her, because I know that there are so many parents in the world who go in with their baby and do not walk back out. And so I don't take that lightly at all. And I just hug her so much more tighter, and just whew. So yeah, it was a rough beginning of September for sure. Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't even say what concealer I'm using. I'm using the Hourglass concealer. So I am using a bit of higher end makeup, but I will have a couple like drugstore products as well thrown in here. So but yeah, so she is doing so much better now. She's in pre-K. She actually started pre-K the week after she just was released from the hospital. So I still kept her home just to make sure she was okay for a little bit, and then she started school. So she's in pre-K now, and she's thriving, and she's doing great. But now every little like sneeze and cough, I'm like, we're going to the doctor. So they're probably going to be like, oh my gosh. But I just want to make sure she's okay, because that was so scary, you know. So I'm just going to set my under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So yeah, so not to get super serious on you guys, I'm sorry if that like got a bit too much for you, but yeah, so that's just, you know, where I've been. Just a little to say, just, you know, be grateful for every day, be grateful for everyone in your life, and just try your best to live every day to the fullest. And there are things that of course upset us, and, you know, whether it just be at life or at a specific person, but just know that life can be taken away from any of us at any given moment, and you can't go back. So, and it sucks that sometimes things like that have to occur to remind you. But all right, so I'm gonna go in with a powder bronzer too. So this is from Milani. It is the Suntanned Silky Matte Bronzer in shade 03. I wish they had like more shades because if I'm not mistaken, I think 03 is the darkest. So I don't know. I just feel like in general, drugstore makeup is just not that great when it comes to shade range. But I'm using a fluffier brush because I kind of want the bronze to be just very blown out. I don't need it to be like precise or anything. So if you guys have any tips on like just being healthy and just, you know, putting yourself first when it's really hard to put yourself first, let me know, because I'm trying to like keep my daughter in mind and be like, if you're not gonna do it for you, do it for her, you know? Since I do have blood pressure issues now, yay, I am probably gonna, like, they recommended the DASH diet, which is basically just like whole grains, fruit, veggies, low fat. I guess I will like kind of follow that. I think I'm gonna kind of give my face a break for now and go in with some eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette. Can't really say that this is a product that I haven't used in a while because I do reach for it pretty often, but just one. I was gonna grab another palette, but I just kind of wanted to reach for this one too. So all right, so I'm gonna start off slow. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here that I go for a lot. I also want to go through my makeup brushes again too, because I did get rid of a lot of makeup brushes, like a lot, okay? Like it was a crazy amount. Probably half my collection, if not more, I got rid of. And so, and I still feel like I have too much. And it's just like, I don't need this many. And I really would like to just narrow it down to like my staples. Again, get like different containers for them. I don't like how dusty they get, and like there's so many, I have so many good brushes, but it's like, again, I don't need them all. And I was like at a point in my life where I was just like obsessed with having makeup brushes and buying new makeup brushes. I don't even film that much either, and like makeup, I mean, I still do my makeup, don't get me wrong, but not like how I used to. Like the combination of just, you know, how just makeup has changed since COVID, but also like just being a mom and being busy, and you know, every day I'm like, I'm gonna do this beautiful look, and then I don't have time. You know, like I'm like, you know what, I'm like scrolling through Pinterest or something, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna do that look tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I'm like, we got to leave in 15 minutes, and it's just some tinted moisturizer, a bronzer, eyebrow, mascara, and out the door I go. So all right, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and kind of just build this beautiful brown eye up. I love how this look though is coming together. I'm gonna go right back into that first shade and just kind of almost to my brow bone because I have a lot of space, but I'm just trying to blend. I'm just gonna use the same brown, and I just kind of put that right on my lower lash line. I'm debating if I want to kind of leave it as is, or I think I'm gonna leave it as is. I like the little bit of like brightness right here. I was gonna like really smoke it out, but for daytime I think I like where it's at, so I'm gonna leave it go. I am gonna take some more Laura Mercier powder and just go in with the little like angled side of the e.l.f. brush and just kind of, have to be perfect, but I feel like it was just kind of like dragging down a little bit. And then I don't want it to sit there for too long, so I'm just gonna, in blending circles, blend that powder away. I'm just gonna go in with this like brightening shade. Just get my inner corner, and then I'm also just gonna go right under the brow, even though I didn't do the brow yet. But are you guys still with me? Are we still hanging out, or am I just talking to myself at this point? So I think I am gonna do brow next. So I have like a couple brow pencils still, but I have one left of my lighter brown shade, and then I have two of my darker brown shades. I don't know which brow pencil to open up because after I get my hair cut, I don't know if I want to go darker or keep the color I have and grow it out and keep cutting it away. I don't know. So I don't want to open up a brow pencil that's like my light brown shade right now and then decide that I'm gonna color my hair, and then I use my dark brown pencil, but then my light brown pencil is open, so you know what I mean? So I just kind of like went through my drawer to see like what I have. This is the Brow Like a Boss ink brow gel. I don't think I've used this, at least I don't remember, so I'm a bit scared, but I'm gonna use a normal brow brush. This brow product is also supposed to be waterproof, so that would be nice that when they're washing my hair, my brows don't just like disappear, you know? I'm trying to be like light-handed because I don't want them super like just boxy looking, because sometimes with these products, just like a pomade, you can get a bit boxy looking, so it's better than nothing, right? Just to kind of get me through the day. Probably by tomorrow I'll decide if I want to color my hair or not. All right, this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm not a fan of this. I won't be keeping it in my collection. So for blush, I'm gonna jump into this palette. I haven't used it in like so long. It's the Ofra Charm Your Cheeks eyeshadow palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm, so I think they do have like different palettes like this, but I don't know if they're gonna have this exact color story because again, I think it was a BoxyCharm exclusive. I don't know, but I am gonna go in with the shade right here. It's just a nice like fall shade to use because I don't want anything too like pink or mauve or anything, so I think it's just perfect. And it kind of like blends in with the bronzer. And do I want to keep this look matte or do I want to add a little bit of highlighter? Sometimes I love matte looks and then sometimes I just want a little bit of highlighter. I think I'm going to go in with just a little bit of highlighter, not too much. Watch me put too much. I am going to go into this. This is probably like 2 years old, but it's the Glow Sugar Kit Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting palette. So I've used this a little bit, but not too much. Put a little bit. Now I'm gonna set my face. I feel like I shouldn't have put the highlighter. I liked it matte. All right, this I'm trying to finish up. It's the Nimia Set It or Forget It setting spray. It's definitely expired by now, but it's not that much left in it. I know I can use it up, but I feel like the nozzle is starting to spit at me in a very rude way. So we'll see. You see what I mean? Like, okay. Push that highlighter in. It's time to go. I haven't done my makeup like this in so long, and you do this to me. Once it dries, I will just go ahead and try to add a little bit more bronzer and blush and try to blend that area, like a little detail work there, because that's annoying. I'm gonna go in with some mascara. This is the Stay mascara. Do my lips real quick. This is the ColourPop lip liner in the shade, I think it's called shade Hella. Yeah, Hella. I don't know what time it is, but I probably need to get going. I need to get going. I forgot that I need to put the clear. This is the NYX Shine Loud in the shade Global Citizen, and so I almost forgot that I need to let it like dry and put the clear thing on top, which duh. Okay. Oh, that feels so much better. This is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will probably add a little clip towards the end of this video of my hair done with, I don't know if my makeup is still gonna look good at the end or if it's just gonna look splotchy all over because of the washing my hair, but we will see. But I will include a little clip because I did say that I'm gonna go get my hair done, so you'll probably see it, of course, in future videos if I style it and not have it up like this, but I will show you. So, but yeah, this is my makeup fall look. Let me know what you want to see next. Bye guys. So this is the final look. I do like the length of the curtain bangs. I mean, they don't look too curtainy right now, but I have to like play with them. They kind of just look like side layers, like the shortest layer, but I'll play with them. I feel like it can be styled a little bit better, but for the most part, the cut's done. I can do the styling and everything at home. I don't feel like the layers are as pronounced as I want them to be, but I will like put a picture here. And like I said, I think it just comes down, I do see the layers, I think the layers are there, I just think the styling is not quite the same, so I'm not really seeing it yet. But the hair feels so much better. A lot of the dead bleached fried hair is gone, and yeah, and so it feels so much better. And I still have length, like it's still past my shoulders, it's not like above my shoulders, which is usually where I cut it. So